Zombie apocalypse.
Good afternoon, good morning, and good night to anybody. This is my Magicka DragonKnight Red Mountain build. Something that I came up with that I theory crafted. It has good burst, survivability is pretty decent. Resist are pretty good, could be a little bit better. But let's go ahead and dive into it. So first thing we're going to take a look at is we are going to take a look at class. We're running a Dark Elf. You can either run Dark Elf or you can run Breton for more Magicka sustain. We're doing 64 and mag for the attribute. We have 32k for max mag. We have 28k for max health. We have 21k for max stamp. Magicka recovery is 12k. When this is buffed up, you'll be sitting at about 1650. Health recovery is at 19. Stam recovery is low, but that'll be fine. The max stam makes up for it. Spell damage, your spell damage, pretty much right now, unbuffed, will be 3150. But when you're fully buffed up, you'll be sitting at about 55k max spell damage. Spell pin is a little bit low. We're making that up on the back end by running the Lover Mundus. Spell resist, once again, spell resist will be at 27k buffed, and physical will be at 22k buffed. So we head down using the Lover Mundus Stone, obviously for the extra spell and physical pin, more so for the spell. We are running Bewitched Sugar Skulls for our food, so we are going to tab out of that. And we are going to go into our abilities. So front bar, we have Molten Whip. For those of you who know, Molten Whip, obviously after using three of your searing, three of your abilities, your Ardent Flame abilities, you'll get an increase in spell and weapon damage. We have Fossilize, Burning Embers, Engulfing Flames, Elemental Drain, and Ferocious Leap. And we are also back bar. We have Coagulating Blood, Volatile Armor, Degeneration, Flames of Oblivion, Protective Plate, and Shooting Star. You can change this around. You can put like the Sword and Bowl ult. You can put this ultimate here, Magma Shell. You can even use Temporal Guard, but I don't have access to the Sigil. For this here, Protective Plate, if you do have access to the Sigil skill line, you can also use Race Against Time instead of using Wings if you don't like Wings. So that's for our skill bar. So now we're going to get into gear. We are running one light piece of Falcon Scoria, one heavy shoulder piece of Falcon Scoria. We are using Clever Alchemist. We're using Heavy Sturdy on the heavier part, on the big part. We have one light Clever Alchemist in pin. We have a Belt of Red Mountain. This is supposed to be in pin. I don't have the correct trait. This is medium. Clearly this is medium because it's a medium armor set. Then we have a heavy legs of Clever Alchemist in pin. And for the heavy pieces, you want to have all tri-stack glyphs. For the smaller pieces, you want to have all max mag. Now granted, this is all supposed to be in pin. I just don't have the proper traits. Then we are running Clever Alchemist light shoes, in pin, max mag. We are running Necklace of Red Mountain. This is going to be infused when I eventually get the transmute stones to retrade it or reconstruct. You want to have this with max mag recovery. Then we have a infused max recovery. This helps with sustain. And then our Malakoff Band's Brutality, which gives us our damage increases by 60%, but decrease our crit damage done by 50%. Since we're running procs don't crit, so that's fine. Fuse with a spell damage glyph. If you are dealing with sustain issues, maybe go all full max mag recovery, or you can switch to Breton and just go Breton. and that should help with your sustain more. We're using a Nerdhone Infernal Staff of Red Mountain. This was already nerd on from the get-go, so this is reason why that it's nerd. You could go sharpen just to get extra spell pin, and then back bar we have Clever Alchemist sword and board, so defending on the sword, and we have sturdy on the shield with a max mag glyph on it. Pretty much Clever Alchemist is back bar, so when you're getting into combat, what you want to do is you want to go ahead, buff up, and pop your pot, get the max spell damage, swap bars, that'll carry over. This will also increase the damage of your proc for Red Mountain as well. So we're going to slide over to champion points. So for CP, I'm not going to go fully into the tree, but for CP, for the blue tree, we have Untamed Aggression, Deadly Aim, Botting Aura, and Duelist Rebuff. For the red tree, Juggernaut, Boundless Vitality, Strategic Reserve, and Rejuvenation. Green tree, I mean, you can go with what you want, but Rationer's good, Liquid Efficiency, Steed's Blessing, and Treasure Hunter. So that right there is the Magicka DK Red Mountain build that I created. Like I said, this is not a meta build. This is just solely for an off meta build. It does work. Just don't obviously expect for it to work when you're being outnumbered. Because granted, being outnumbered, you're more than likely not going to be able to get your burst off on time in order to kill somebody. But if you're going like 1v2, you have a good chance, depending on who the two people you're fighting, to be able to survive. But hope you like the build. Go ahead and hit the follow button on Twitch if you are ever on Twitch. Hit the subscribe button, and go ahead and leave some comments down in the description. I'm your boy Chaxco, and hope you guys have a good one.